All right, guys, thank you for joining us tonight. Obviously, you know who I am, the Angryprepper. And tonight's special guest is Bushcraft Family. Uh,
Well,
Thank you for joining us. And fish sticks, I'm always late. You know how it goes. I always think I have more time than I do, and then it never works out that way. Uh, Nonetheless, let's get it started. All right, so let's start with the basics. How do we look and how do we sound? Audio is low. Of course, the audio is low. Volume. All right, all right, all right. All right. Hopefully that's it. Fine here. Sounds good. Sound is low. All right.
sounds good on my end.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, it sounds good on my end. EDC. Thank you for the donation. That's one. Yeah, I do see what they're talking about, but whatever. That's that's better. All right. Maybe I'm talking too low, and if I am talking low, I do apologize, guys. Yesterday was a busy day, and I did get tear gas, you know, yesterday, so that was pretty fun, the tear gas. But
That stuff sucks.
yeah, you know what, it does, but I got a kick out of it, you know. Yeah, some people say I'm a little light, so give me 2 seconds to fix the audio real quick. Uh-huh. I see the problem. And that should be a little better now. Yeah, that should definitely be better. All right, all right, all right, guys, that's better. So let's dive into it. Okay, so uh, wow, Abigail Cook, thank you for the donations. We appreciate it. So let's get on with this. What? Okay, because a lot of people probably don't know who you are. I've been following you for a little bit, and what made me click on your channel was your name, right? Bush, right, right. That's what sold me. But tell us more about your channel.
Well, I had started out to do this mainly to learn bushcraft, and at the time, this was 5 years ago, before my channel got locked. Reason it got locked, somebody tried to hack the channel, and they never did open it back up again until just October of last year. So at that time, I had one video. I did one video. It was the Dollar Tree um, bug out challenge, and you just go in there for $10 and get 10 things that you could survive on, and it had to be a meal, um, something to make fire with, and a cover, and it it blew up. I think I got 32,000 views in like a week, and then I started doing other videos, and I did two videos, and then it got locked up. So it was pretty much over there.
All right, that and you know what, and that sucks. So somebody was hacking into your channel and they locked it up for the moment.
Yep,
All right, that sucks.
yep.
Uh,
And I was enjoying it because I've always liked the bushcraft end of things. And then like October, I came back, and I said, well, I might as well go ahead and make videos again. And then I started making videos, and it being cold out and whatnot, it's a little bit harder to go out and do bushcraft stuff. So, and I've always been prepping, so I started doing prepping videos, and then I did a video on my porch, just swinging on my porch, and people seemed to like that. So I started doing just bullshitting type videos.
Very good. All right, so what are you? let's see. So since you're a prepper, I'm going to ask you some prepper questions as well. But what are you preparing for?
Um, just anything. It could be from electric going out. Well, originally, that's what I started for. I thought um my main thing was I was kind of scared of a solar flare knocking out the power grid and bringing us back to the 1800s. And I just started from there. Wasn't too strong. It was a little here and there. At the time, me and my wife did canning and stuff like that. Had a big garden and little stuff like that. But
Very good.
here lately, I've been trying to do it a little bit more now.
Yeah, well, we all see.
Obviously.
Yeah, right. I mean, what we're headed towards right now, it's not looking good. Irish Rebel, thank you for the donation. So yeah, I don't blame you, man. Everyone needs to start prepping just a tad bit more because we don't know what the hell's going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, yesterday at the Capitol when I first got there, I thought to myself, oh man, this is cool. This rally's cool, and then it turned into a shit show.
Yeah, it looked
Yeah,
good at first.
yeah. So it's yeah, it was whatever. So obviously, prepping is probably going to go into overdrive for all of us right now. Um, so someone says I'm buffering, but I don't see that on my end. So we should be fine. All right. So uh, before your YouTube channel was locked, right? What made you want to go on YouTube?
Well, before that, I had another channel. It was a gaming channel, and I'm kind of a Star Wars freak, so I was playing a Star Wars game, and I was doing storyboard type stuff for Star Wars and uh, Star Wars: The Old Republic, and I had 86,000 subs there. This is a while ago. This is when it was hard to be a YouTube partner,
Oh shit.
and um, somebody asked me if they want to do an intro for me. I said, "Yeah, sure." And he ended up using a sound bite from somebody else's music or something.
Right.
And at that time, there was no three strikes. It was boom, gone because it was a copyright infringement. And the I had all probably 20 videos with the intro on it, and they just boom shut it down.
Damn. They didn't even give you a heads up, huh?
Nope. They said they don't give warnings on the copyright. This like I said, it's been a while. And then I started another channel with my kids. I still have that channel, but YouTube. my my name, my other name, or my other channel is called Stock Gaming,
Right.
and the word stock is a no word for YouTube. So if I put a video out, they don't do nothing with it, even though I'm partnered with them.
Wait. Okay. The word stock, like it's a stock market.
No,
Oh,
like stalker.
no shit.
Yeah, and I've told them about it, and they said, well, they have to put the 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 channel name in the whitelist. I said, okay. How long does that take? It could take a while. That's all I got from them.
So it's safe to say their customer service sucks, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's without a doubt.
that it's like an all day thing when you try to talk to support.
So did you get them on the phone, or did you have to I
Well, yeah, email and then the chat thing where they have the chat where you actually chat with them, and then phone call when I all else failed.
because they don't entertain phone calls anymore.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, God damn! When my channel was deleted, it was phone calls were out. I couldn't get anybody on the horn. It sucked. All right, so let's jump into the more real shit. Actually, let's ask a couple more prepping questions. So, how long have you been prepping?
um, Probably when my kids were pretty young, I would say. Probably close before the Y2K crap.
No shit. Okay, that's a long time.
Yeah.
Oh. All right.
But like I said, it wasn't as serious as now.
All right. The walls are closing in now, so
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. Yeah, so some people like listen guys, so again, Bushcraft Family, head over to his channel, like and subscribe. Uh Again, his name caught my interest. And then the video you did about your channel being deleted and stuff like that and how you're back on now. So
Yeah.
that's pretty good. But it's interesting you've been gone, if you will, for 4 years, and then he just got back and he sort of picked up sort of where he left off. Um,
Yeah, it wasn't because when I got my channel back, I had 102 subscribers, and then in 3 months, I went up to over 1,000.
that's good, man. It's very good. Um,
So it wasn't too bad.
Very, very good. All right, so let's get on with it. Do you have bug out bags?
Oh yeah,
Nice. Uh,
hanging up over there.
so do your kids still live with you? They got to be older now.
Okay. The only one that lives with me right now is my son. He's autistic, so I have to take care of him.
Okay.
Um, my oldest son, he's in the army. He's deployed at the moment. Um, so he actually wants to go into some property with me once he gets out. So that's what our plan is. And then my daughter wants to come live with us once we get some property too. So that'll be good.
Very good.
Got 6 kids altogether.
Wow, that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
That's very cool. So, well, I like to ask this: what is your profession? As in, what do you do full time?
I'm technically disabled.
Okay. So you were in the military?
No.
Okay. All right.
I a stupid accident.
Got.
uh, Basically cut 90% of my leg off. Tried to cut the rest 10. That was just coming off of uh, uh, garage roof and
Right.
went to put my foot down to kick off of,
Right.
and there was a window there.
Holy shit.
So yeah, it I can still walk and everything, even though the doctor said I'd never be able to walk again. But
Yeah, what do doctors know, man? They
yeah,
always they take the easy road out these days, you know. Instead of trying to figure shit out, they're like, you're done. You know what?
yeah.
Here's a government check, and then you prove them wrong, right? So, uh, that's actually good. Good for you. So, do you garden? Or do you have like a homestead, like not a homestead, livestock, anything like that?
I live in a city, unfortunately. That's why I want to get out of it.
Ah,
But I've got asshole neighbors. Oops, I'm sorry,
yeah. No, it's
but
fine. You can.
they are.
I
um, but I'm gonna have a garden this year if I'm still here. Well, I'm putting cameras back there.
okay.
I've tried to be nice and everything, and I've reported them and stuff, and they keep throwing stuff over. One year I had zucchini out in the backyard, and all of a sudden I see a bunch of white powder stuff all over them, and I know I didn't put nothing on them,
All right.
and it just smelled it smelled sour. So I didn't bother with it. I dug it up and threw it in the trash, and that was the end of that.
Jesus.
But I do have me a good stockpile of seeds. So whenever I do pop a garden up, I'll have the seeds.
That sucks. That sucks. I mean, yeah, I feel your pain, man. It sucks that when you have asshole neighbors and you can't do certain things. Like a couple of subscribers, like, well, why don't you start a rooftop garden? I'm like, because I live around, like you said, assholes. Right? You can't trust them, you know. So it's a bit of a shit situation to be in where we can't supply our own food because we have people we can't trust.
Yeah.
You know. So, what was your deciding factor in becoming a prepper?
Um. forget the name of the movie, but it's been a while, but oh, yeah, I can't remember the movie, but everybody lost power and everything, and that's why I was talking about the solar flare. And when I saw that, I was like, people going crazy and stuff, and I was thinking maybe something like that happened, and I don't know, I just thought it'd be a good thing to have a nice pantry full of food and stuff. I wasn't like hardcore into it or anything. I just wanted to have some food and stuff.
All right.
But yeah,
No, but I mean, listen, that's a very it's still a good reason. I mean, like, no matter what the reason is, it's always good, right? So whether you saw a movie or whether you woke up and had an epiphany, holy shit, it's always good to be to be prepared. I mean, there's no other question about it.
yeah. When I was a kid, I stayed with my grandpa, and he's out in the boonies out in Ohio, and an old coal mine. Um, he was an old coal miner, and he I he was in his 70s, 80s, and he had a big garden. I mean, acres of garden,
Right.
and he had rooms and cellars full of canned food and stuff that he canned himself.
So, do you do any canning?
I have,
Yeah.
like I said, when my wife was still around, um, we did canning. We had a old stove out behind the house and hooked a propane tank onto it and canned outside.
Oh wow. I got to get to. I actually I have to get to the canning. I've been saying that to everyone for the last I don't know 4 months now, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do it this week, and then something happens, and then so I got to get to it. Um, oh, so and where are we at? No, not yet. I won't make the announcement yet. Usually make one at the half hour and then one at the what you call it. So let's get into the big boy questions. How do you see? Because 2021 already started with a fucking bang. Um, how do you see the rest of this year playing out?
I don't see any better than 2020. It's gonna be. I figure it's gonna be worse. We'll have to see how the 20th goes.
Yeah, I'm almost tempted to make another trip to DC for the 20th, but then the other side of me is like, why bother?
I I don't get how easy it was
Oh,
in the first place.
with the Capitol.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, you have the vice president in there and all Senate and the House and everything, and just bust a couple windows down and hop in. It just didn't make sense to me.
Well, I'm going to explain it a little more in my next stream in the next hour, but initially when I was there, it looked like it was secured. There was like, there was no more movement. But then I don't know, half hour later, there were people inside, but apparently they were breaching from different points. It wasn't just the one.
Oh,
It wasn't just the one that we were looking at on TV. I saw one on TV and I was like, that's not what I was looking at. Because where I was looking at, where I was,
yeah. I was watching you and watching the news at the same time, and it was just totally different views.
yeah. So, but I didn't know that until I got home. There was a lot of things I didn't know until I got home because I wasn't watching TV. Obviously, I was out there, but I also found out 4 people were killed. I was like, whoa, wait, 4 people? I said, I thought it was just one lady.
Yeah.
Then someone was breaking my nuts in my comment section, was like, oh, only one person, 4 of them died. I go and Google it. I'm like, holy shit, 4 people did die. So I didn't know that. Again, I tried not to watch too much of the news when I got home because I knew exactly what was going to happen. I was going to be married to the TV set watching this bullshit.
Mm.
But nonetheless, that's neither here or there. I'll talk about that more in the next stream. But what is your opinion on the election?
Um, me, I don't think there's been a fair election for a while.
Okay.
Um, just politicians are dirty. That's all I look at it, and you know they're just not going to rely on their fancy speeches and everything to pull people in. So I haven't thought there was a fair one for a while. Um, but really, I don't think this one was any fairer than any other.
No kidding. Well, yes, no, you're right. I said no kidding to someone saying the cop passed away. I didn't hear anything about a cop being shot or killed or anything like that. But
I heard they were in the hospital, but did nothing past that.
yeah, but what? Why was the cop in the hospital?
They beat him up.
No shit.
Yeah.
At the Capitol?
I'm not sure where or what. Just I try not to watch too much news. It's just like the headline popped up and I turned it on for a few minutes.
No
Said,
shit. This is what happens
yeah,
when you don't watch TV because then it's like walking into an ambush. It's like, this is what happened. I'm like, but I didn't, oh, the cop died from a stroke. Okay.
oh,
All right. That's an entirely different ball game. All right.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. All right, yeah. So I guess you could because you could sit there and say if they weren't storming the Capitol, he wouldn't have died, right?
I'm
Uh,
surprised it wasn't COVID.
I'm gonna tell you something right now, though. A lot of those cops, man, they didn't know what the fuck to do. They've never seen anything like this. I mean, when was the last time that happened to the Capitol? The
Yeah,
Capitol, right? Capitol PD. That's a cushy job, right? You don't have to worry about anything. Um, and then you have this happen to you, and it's like 0 to 60. Now, I did see the commander out there, the guy that resigned today. I saw him out there yesterday. Man, he was fucking having a shit fit. If I
oh,
ever
his
seen,
face was red.
oh man, the way he was screaming, I was like, holy shit! And I didn't know it was him. It was him until I saw that he resigned, and I saw his picture, and I was like, oh shit, that's the dude who was fucking. He should have had a stroke the way he was carrying on and screaming. But listen, they've never faced that before, so they were pretty much all scared. And for every cop that was telling me to get out of there, I was like, all right, man, say I'm gone. They're like, all right, thank you for that. They were like, we appreciate. I mean, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna argue with you about fucking, being somewhere that, in theory, I'm not supposed to be at that moment.
Yeah,
Granted, the Capitol is a public building. That's a public domain. That is a public area. Um, not when people are getting shot and there's a threat. And I don't listen. I don't agree with a lot of the shit that went down from both sides, but nonetheless, it did, and here we are talking about this shit.
yeah, and the media is pairing it against Black Lives protest and all that stuff.
That's starting.
And they're saying, "Oh, they're so nice to these people." Weren't you complaining that they're being too mean? Now they're being too nice, so now they're jumping all of them for being nice.
You know what? They compare it to BLM, and I'm like, I said, but and then Biden, the fucking audacity on the president of the United
Oh,
States to sit there and say if there were people of color, they would have been treated differently. First of all, that was not your place to say it. Secondly, you're speculating, and you're not supposed to speculate as any politician or the media. You're not supposed to sit there and go, well, you know what? If they were black, they would have got shot. Because now you're speculating and you're carrying on with the assholes. That's the fucking problem, and that's why I started getting pissed and annoyed. Because now, like, listen, I'm definitely mixed about what was going on yesterday. One side of me was like, you know what, it needed to happen, but not disorganized like it was.
yeah,
Right? We went there to. First of all, I was there to be an objective observer. That was one. But everybody was there to support Trump and support the elections or whatever it was, or to say their goodbyes to Trump, whatever you want to say. But then to turn around and get to the Capitol and then to turn into that, there were people who walked away. They were like, what the fuck? What the hell just happened? People were confused because they didn't go there for that.
yeah,
You know, I was there prepared to see some Antifa getting their asses handed to them. Instead, that didn't happen. So again, here we are, right? Talking about this this bullshit that went down. And I get that people were pissed. I get that the election was stolen, but you needed a more organized front and not this mishmash of shit that went down.
yeah,
But whatever. People are going to disagree. Listen, people, like I said, I told you early, people were unsubscribing from me left and right because They didn't like what I had to say. They didn't like that I said that it's over for Trump. It's done. He has to step down. You know, people were bent out of shape about that. I'm like, but it's true. Even Trump said it, right? I don't agree with them trying to invoke the 25th Amendment. That's stupid.
That's dumb. I mean, he's got a couple weeks left. What's it going to do?
Right, exactly, right. So what it's going to do is like just leave well enough alone.
It's going to be the opposite. They're going to incite. They're going to incite more protests and stuff if they do that.
Exactly. So that's why everyone's like, calm the fuck down, let this pass, and listen. My concern with everybody is there's definitely going to be more fights.
Oh yeah.
The Trump election thing is done, unless people. I mean, listen, man. Unless you can find some hardcore proof. I mean, like something where they like, you see, this is what actually happened during the election. We all know what happened in the election. We all know shit was stolen. We know that, but we need to. It needs to be proven. And if Trump couldn't prove it to us, and his lawyers couldn't prove it to the judges, and yes, there was way more involved. You know what? I don't want to get into that because it's going. Yes, it's going down a rabbit hole that I can talk about more on my next stream. Not here right now, but nonetheless, this is where we are. We are in a chaotic stage, and it's only going to get worse. So, let's keep it more about you. Do you have an EDC kit?
A small one, just enough if I could get by with it.
Very good. You know what? Very good. I have an EDC kit myself, but it's just a knife, a flashlight. I used to carry a ferro rod around. I still don't know why I was carrying it around, but you know that was something I had. Um, and then I kept two knives on me. Now I only keep one.
Well, I'm a firm believer. Um, Dave Canterbury. I don't know if you know who that is.
Yeah.
Um, I followed him from when he first got started, and he has that 5C thing where he has 5 different things that start with C, and that's everything that you need to survive. A cover, um, a cutting tool, cordage, a container, and combustion.
Right. Right. And then he elaborated more. I made the 10 C's.
Yep.
Right. And then I always tell people I made something called the 16 C's where I expanded off of his
Oh, really?
C's. Yeah. So it and I always tell them that. You know, I always tell them that it was it comes from Dave Canterbury. So no one goes, you stole it from,
Yeah.
you know, the white dude that hangs out in the woods. No. You know,
Yeah.
give credit where credit's due.
Yeah. He lives not too far from me.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Have you gone to his?
Well, I'm not entirely sure. He probably still owns his property. I'm not sure if, because his house just burnt down.
Right.
So I'm not sure if he still lives at the same property or not, but it was south of here.
Did you go to his school? Did you happen a chance to take his survival course?
Oh no. Sorry, Dave, but it's too expensive for me.
It is.
I'll just watch his videos.
65, 30, 27. All right. No, I just looked. There's a fire right next door to me. Yeah, but not next door in the apartment. I meant the next building over. Let me rephrase that before people start telling me get the fuck out of there. So it seems like you were prepping for a long time. So were there any mistakes in the? It seems like 20 years you've been prepping.
Um, huh.
Huh.
Prepping stuff that my kids didn't like, food wise.
Okay.
Going hog wild on my bug out bag because it weighs too damn much.
Okay.
And I've since toned it down quite a bit. I get people because I've done what's in my bug out bag, and I get people telling me, well, you need this, you need that, and you need bug repellent, and you need. I said, by the time I get everything in there, the bag's going to be 200 pounds, and I'm going to flop over backwards.
And you're right about that.
The lighter the better.
Yes, absolutely. The lighter the lighter you are, the further you sorry, the lighter your bag, the further you go.
Yeah.
And yes, guys, no, I'm when I'm off, I'm off. I'm not going to respond next door to a fire. Actually, I hear the fire trucks responding, so they got it under control. So thank you for that. So now, uh, again, being you're a seasoned prepper, right? You got a lot of time under your belt. Um, what did
Always learning though. Always learning.
well, that's good because and again, guys, this is why you subscribe to a channel like Bushcraft Families because he doesn't think he knows it all, and he knows that. That's why he said he's still learning. That's the kind of channel you want to go to. You want to go to a guy who's always going to learn and not says he knows it all, right? So that's pretty cool. But being that you're seasoned at what you do, is there any advice you would give to a beginner prepper?
Hmm. Well, I did. I just did a video of 21 things, but uh, well, it's the same thing in life. I mean, even if somebody tells you how to do something, you should always go out there and learn it yourself. And even like the media and stuff, go out and investigate it yourself. Don't don't take the media's advice for what you're supposed to be doing or whatnot. Because there is a ton of people out there that'll tell you to do this and that. And um, one good way is, oh, I watched this video so I can use a bow and drill and make a fire. 90%, probably more than that, 90% of the people that go out there and think they know can start fires can't. It's just the way it is. You got to know like the wood that you're using and stuff like that. There's tons of stuff. Even if I go out there right now, there's probably a 50% chance that I won't start a fire. It's just the way it is.
Now, how many methods are you good at starting fire?
Good.
Yeah.
Um. Hmm. Well, basically, I have like five different methods in my bug out bag. I got matches.
Okay.
Um. I can make a bow drill. Lighter. um. And ferrule rods. I've got a magnesium stick also, so I can scrape the magnesium. And I always carry char cloth. I make my own char cloth and everything. Have a container for it to to make it, and I've got extra cotton so I can make more. Um, to me, that's one of the most important things in a bug out bag is that making that fire. Because if you can't make fire, um, you can't drink water unless you have a straw, which I do have a straw too. Um, a filter straw, so I can filter out the junk. But unless you can get that fire, then it's hard. I mean, you can drink water, but you can also get sick from that water.
Yeah, then you're right about that. All right, so guys, we are at the more than half hour mark. For those of you that are still watching, could you hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down, whatever makes you happy? You know how it goes. It helps with the algorithm. It helps out with the channel. And head over to Bushcraft Family, like and subscribe to his channel. Uh, Obviously, because he knows what he's talking about. So again, I like I said, I was attracted to the channel just because of the name alone. And which listen, which is interesting. Sometimes you got to watch a channel to which go, but I just said fuck it, I'm gonna subscribe to it before I started watching your videos, and I watched some of your videos, and I was like, all right, it's pretty cool, it's good shit. Um, so now, when the weather gets warmer, obviously you're gonna be going back out there and
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Um, before before this, in October when the weather wasn't as bad, um, I had a friend that let me on his property, and I went out there for a weekend, and I filmed. I had like probably 10 episodes. I built a shelter and all this other stuff, and um, I left that weekend, and came home and I started to record or edit everything up, and I get a call saying you can't put that on YouTube. And why? You gave me permission. And I said I've got the shelter out there and everything, and he says, well, my property it actually belongs to my wife, and she said no. So I had to scrap all that
Oh shit.
weeks of stuff. It was good stuff too. I was really surprised.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
actually stayed out there overnight for the weekend and everything.
All right. So hold on. All right. I'm a little confused because you filmed on a piece of land,
Yeah,
right? And it
he gave me permission at the time.
right. But was there any markings or something where they'd be like, oh, that's such and such land, like, or was it?
No, he just said it was his land, and he showed me where his land and everything was. At the time, he said it was his land,
Right. Right. Right.
and until because he messaged me, he said how is it going and stuff, and I messaged him back and I said I got a whole week's full of stuff I'm going to put on YouTube.
Right.
He didn't say nothing about it, and then a couple hours later said nope, my wife don't want it,
Did he
and it belonged to her family, so
did he give you a reason, or that it just that's what it was?
it's the wife. She must wear the pants in the family.
No shit. Okay. All
Yeah,
right. That sucks, man. Damn.
yeah,
Was I? Oh, and you couldn't. I don't know. Forget it, because I'm
yeah. I didn't want to get my channel in trouble again or anything like that, so I just
you just
didn't put it up there.
yeah. Damn. Yeah. Don't.
But that's when I started doing the um, talking morning talk and doing those, and that's probably what took my channel off. It got bigger from that.
Damn. Let's quit my job today. Damn.
But then I do get a lot of hates for that though. Call me fearmonger and stuff like that, and I said, look, you can go look it up yourself. It's right there and
The-
talking about the food and stuff like that
right.
and why you should be prepping and
You know what? People are always going to say what they want to say on YouTube. I mean, if you let's say you build a great following, right? And then you annoy one or two people. They're like, "Oh, I don't like what you said today." And then it's like the first time you said something wrong, or maybe it's something they disagree with, and then they automatically boop, they unsubscribe for you. And I'm like, you're unsubscribing because so it doesn't matter. You're gonna get trolls. You're gonna get more assholes, and that's just the way of the YouTube world, right? People unsubscribe to me all the time. They're like, I'm unsubscribing for you. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Bye. And that's it. It's gone. Uh,
yeah.
so it is what it is. But listen, your channel will do fine. It'll grow and you'll get more subscribers. So fuck those fear mongering assholes. Oh, those people who call you, fuck them. 'Cause they got nothing better to do. All right. So apparently it's Rip Curl's birthday today. So happy birthday, Rip Curl. I must have
Happy
read
birthday.
I read like 1,000 messages here saying that it was his birthday today. So happy birthday, man. Old man,
That's
thank you for
it's my son's birthday too.
oh no shit today.
Yeah.
Very good. Well,
He's over in the sand at the moment.
all right. Well, tell him happy birthday when you see him, man. Uh, so anyway, someone says screw that. Talk about prepping. Michael, I talk about whatever I want. It's my channel. If you don't like it, leave. It's just as simple as that. I'm like up to here with everybody, telling other channels what to talk about and what to do. You don't like it, bounce. It's that simple. Um, okay, so let's move to something different. What is your opinion on the whole COVID virus crap?
Um, I think there is a virus, even though I've been told that it's fake and everything. I know people that's died, and there's even pretty big YouTuber that just died from it. Um, but I don't think it's as bad as everybody puts on. I mean, for me, it would probably wouldn't be so good for me because I've got high blood pressure and whatnot. Um, but for the normal people out there, it's the flu.
Right. And you know what? I like the fact that you acknowledged how it wouldn't be good for you, but it's not that bad for the main most of the population.
Yeah,
That was pretty good, man. I like that. I like that you acknowledged that. Uh, wow. I actually don't know where else to go with that because most people no, because most people won't say that. They were like, "Well, shit, if I get it, I'm pretty much fucked." But I never heard
yeah.
anybody. I mean, you pretty much put it that way, and that was pretty good. Um, okay, yeah. Well, listen, the COVID right now is it's tearing through my firehouse right now, tearing.
Oh,
And listen, yesterday being at the rally with everyone around me coughing and whatnot, I'm 1,000% sure I'm going to come down with it. I have to. That or like Naomi said, or the flu. It's one of the two, right? I can't not get anything, and if I don't get anything, then either I'm superhuman or it's a fucking it's a huge farce because there were
yeah.
I was standing around a ton of people who were coughing and carrying on. It was insane. Uh,
Especially that one guy screaming and hollering right next to you.
yes, right, right. I was like, damn it, dude, come on. You know what I mean? Like I boosted my immune system as much as I could yesterday, but being up for 40 hours, not eating and cold, my immune system had to have dropped to like an all-time low. So if I don't get it, we'll see. But I have been drinking. For those of you that are saying what you call, I have been drinking echinacea tea, and I took vitamin D3 twice today. So we'll see.
Fermented garlic's good for a boost too.
I should start eating just garlic by the mouthful. But, but I would say that's a bad idea. Smell wise, just coming out of your pores. All right, guys. So let's get on with the. I'm sorry, I'm reading some of the chats, and yeah, some people talking about elderberry garlic, nose spray, which I don't have. Cranberry juice, whiskey. That's right. I do have some whiskey. I should definitely start drinking that. All right, so this is the question I ask everyone. So I have to ask you this. It's the cash question, right? So you're walking in the woods, you're bugging out from your home, what is your apartment, if you will, and you're on the road, and you make a detour because you can't take the road anymore. You're hiking through the woods, and you come to this prepper cache that's partially uncovered. Do you take it or do you leave it?
Hmm. Well, it all depends what I got on me. More than likely, if I'm just bugging out, I probably got enough to last me a while. Plus, I've got stashes hidden anyway in at my bug out location. Um, but I would probably just cover it up and remember where it's at. That way, somebody else doesn't come along and take it.
Carol's like, take it all. Like, take it all. No, and you know what? I tell people all the time. I didn't tell you this. There is no right or wrong answer for that that question, because it depends on where you at that point when you find it, is whether or not you're going to take it or leave it. Right?
Yeah, you don't know how you're going to feel once you're in that position either.
Exactly. Exactly. So, do you have a bug out vehicle? Sorry.
But no.
No.
Well, I've got a car, so if I had to.
That's definitely that's definitely something most people in New York City. You know what? You would say, most people in New York City don't own a car.
Yeah.
Though you would beg, you would beg differently, watching all the cars parked on the street. But a bug out vehicle is definitely, or a vehicle of some kind is definitely needed, especially the way shit is unfolding here. Across the nation. Sorry, not just here, across the nation. Um, so, do you have? And I'm more curious than anything. Uh, do you have a bug out location?
Two of them.
Oh wow, nice, nice. I'm not going to go any further than that. Uh, so on the bug out locations, or where the bug out locations are, I don't want to know where they are.
They're pretty far. One's like well, I guess not too far, but one's 6 miles and one's 8.
Okay,
And they're staggered. So
well, that's pretty
if one's compromised, I go to the next one.
very good.
And like um, TJ Preps, she did the bucket thing where she puts all of her preps in a bucket and whatnot. I kind of one upped it and put stuff in there to bury
Okay,
at a certain location. That way, if something does happen, and I've and all the stuff doesn't expire for 2 years, so I can just leave it sit there for the 2 years if I needed to, and just go back and switch it out if I'm still up in this area.
you don't think you're going to be up in that area too much longer?
I want to go down south. Um, my my son, when he's not deployed, he's stationed in Oklahoma, and that Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Tennessee, anywhere in that area would be good for me.
Very good. Arkansas, Tennessee. Yeah, I definitely want to get out of the city myself. So I again feel your pain. Freedom Seeker, thank you for the donations. We appreciate it. All right, so let me go over my usual what you call it announcements. So sorry. All right, guys, we're gonna do the whole channels that you guys should check out and like and subscribe to. So obviously, Bushcraft Family is the first channel you guys should subscribe to. For those of you that are still with me, actually, we almost got 900 viewers. So if you could hit the thumbs up, that'd be great. So we're gonna start from the bottom of the list and work our way up. All right, so Southern Safety, Mother's Nature's Work, Survival Living, Gemini Prepper, Bug Out Bushido, Bushcraft Family, Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival, Homestead Oss, Prepper Nerd, excuse me, Shrimp Zoo, Happy Prepper, Bear Independent, you guys know who he is, Southern Prepping Perspective, Autumn Backyard Garden, Faithful Prepper, Prepper Tribe, Prepper Princess, Hutch Homestead, Alaskan Ballistics. He's a gun channel, so head over to his channel if you're into guns. Prepper Nurse 1, Prepping for Life, Alaska Prepper, Southern Boy Prepper, Grim Survival, North Shore Preparedness, Magic Prepper, Pinball Preparedness, Prepper Nation. There's so many preppers here. TJ Preps, Me Being Cheap, Be Ready Today, Financial Prepper, Prepping Outside the Box, or POTB, SC Prepper, Prepper 21, Prepper 101, Prepper Now, and NY Prepper. Head over to those channels and like and subscribe. Yes, Viking Prepper. That is a lot of preppers. And you also got Tactical Gary as well. He's a smaller channel. I like watching him from time to time. I like watching his channels. It's another one you guys should like. Nonetheless, guys, these are channels that I do follow. I do actually like because they're in the middle. They don't get crazy with the conspiracy theories. And if you think any of them are conspiracy theories or fear mongering, that's on you. You actually have to do the research. These people do their research before they talk about their shit. So know that, guys. All right, so back to it. Okay, let's walk it back. If your channel wasn't deleted, how long would you have been on?
Oh, I'd still be doing it.
And I mean, you would have been on for what, 3, 4, 5 years?
Yeah. Well, this channel would have been I think 5 years,
Wow.
and that was back then. I had most of my kids still here, and that's was the plan to do bushcraft with them and teach them as I was learning myself. because I learned a lot of stuff from my grandpa, and like just herbs and stuff on the ground
Right.
out in the woods, like sassafras tea and all kinds of stuff. And I wanted them to learn this stuff too. And then, yeah, kind of kind of fell through when they locked my channel up.
So you learned. So I'm assuming you learned a lot of your you learned a lot of your bushcraft skills from your grandfather.
Yes.
Very good, and that's a good family thing to pass down.
Yeah, he's an old mountain.
No,
Well, not really mountain, but in Ohio, mountain man type in Ohio.
yeah, well, very good. Hiking, hiking deep. Do me a favor, email me at angryprepper@gmail.com. And there was, oh, I did a Freedom Seeker. Thank you for the donation. I just wanted to make sure I got that out of the way. So what would be your best bushcraft skill? One that you fine tuned and got down packed.
um, One I like the best is trapping with snares and everything.
Right.
Yeah, like that was one of the main things that I wanted to put in my bag was a snare wire, just so I could always be snaring stuff.
Okay.
And like if I set up somewhere, I would have at least 20 to 30 snares in around the camp area, just to snare stuff.
Oh shit, nice. I haven't. I've always wanted to snare, man. That's been one of my big to do.
And the one I don't like is the one I forget what they call it, where they have a heavy rock and it squishes them, because
Huh?
every damn time I get my knuckles smashed, and I don't like doing that one.
Oh,
Uh,
when you're setting it up, you get it.
yeah, because it has to be hair trigger, and you start shaking whenever you try to go and just get it right, and then bam, it smacks down on your hand.
No shit.
I don't like that one.
So that one hurts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, shit. Yeah, it sounds like it does. Listen. I'd just be happy to get anything set up at this fall, deadfall, right? That they were calling it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'd be happy just to get anything up. So I actually,
Think of Indian Deadfall or something like that. I forget what it's called.
right. Because there's another one with a log, right? Too. There's like
Yeah,
there's like a
just basically anything heavy to where it squishes them.
no, no shit. How and when you get those traps set, how often are you trapping, or does that depend on the animal?
It's as soon as you, if it doesn't, if you go through your area, well, you got to try to find the little paths for the animals and stuff like that.
Okay.
And like I've got like a little container of old peanut butter that I carry along too, so I can smear peanut butter on a stick or something like that.
Okay.
Um, but say you put them out, and the next day you go out to check them. Um, you check for signs, see if anything's been there. If it looks like something's been there, it's probably your your trigger is bad. So you fine tune the trigger, and if you keep going through, and you can keep like say for instance raccoons. They're dumb enough to keep coming back. Even their family members will come in,
Really?
and yeah, because a lot of animals, if one animal gets trapped there, they won't come back. But a raccoon, they don't care. You can trap the same raccoon in the same trap for over and over again.
Oh no shit! I didn't know they were. I thought they were smart. I didn't know that they were stupid.
No, they're smart. It's just I don't the food they don't. I don't think they just don't care.
They're
They
so
want that food.
they're suicidal.
Yeah.
That makes more sense. Um, that makes a lot of sense. But all right, guys. So now we are at 54 minutes in. If you do not mind, Gray Man Prepping, thank you for the donation. If you do not mind, you can ask your questions now. Someone says
Oh boy.
possums are dumb, but yucky food.
Oh, Uh, I wouldn't eat a possum unless I had to.
Is it taste that bad?
It's just it's not so much the taste, it's they stink.
Oh, well, shit.
Yeah, they're a smelly animal.
Even after you cook them?
Well, it's the point to get into that part.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Same with groundhog. Groundhog is really a stinky animal
Oh, no kid.
when you have to clean them out and whatnot.
Right. So they get to so, in other words, when you're cleaning them out, they get to a point where you're like, "Fuck this, I don't want to eat anymore." That bad?
Pretty much.
Oh shit. Oh man, I'm out on that. And by the way, I am coughing or hacking because of the tear gas from last night. It's shit stuck in the back of my throat, man. I can't get rid of it. It's fucking strange. Um, but all right, asking questions. Sassafras tea. I did have sassafras tea for the first time a couple months ago at a bug out retreat we did in Jersey. Tastes good, man. I was sold on that. I was like, holy shit, that is really good tea. Um,
Yeah.
he was saying groundhogs are stinky. Okay,
Oh
so
yeah.
Wolf Mule 99. What does Bushcraft fell? Okay, feel we should prep for and okay, what does Bushcraft feel we should prep for this year?
Like as in food.
I guess yeah. I think he means no. I think he means what we should prep for in general, like what might be coming.
Um, Food more than likely. Um, Plus, if the economy takes a dump, then no money. So, um, like I just did a video on making wine out of grape juice, having something to barter with. Silver. I know Alaskan Prepper tells you all the time to buy silver up if you have the money or gold if you got it. Something that you can actually barter with that if you had to. That's food. I always say get stuff that you'll eat. Um, there's always something if you get real hungry, you're gonna eat anything. But um, if you don't like your food, you're not gonna be very happy.
That is that is true. Though I've been hungry plenty of times, and I've eaten crackers, and it was like the best cracker in the world. So I mean, with the exception of spam, I think I'd do that anywhere else. Uh, so Big in Preps. Oh, sorry, Big B Preps is asking, where are you from?
Ohio.
All right, and Gray Man Prepping. Have you ever had roadkill stew? He said,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
squirrel. Yep.
Oh no.
If you hit the squirrel just right, it doesn't mess them up too bad.
Okay, all right.
Oh, it, actually, not too long ago, seen a squirrel get hit, and he got hit right in the head, and yeah, I won't go into details, but
I would. You know what? I would definitely try that before spam. And someone's asking, do you like spam?
I used to, but it seems like the spam now is more fat than meat.
Oh yeah.
It's just too fatty for me now.
Yeah. See, because it sucks. See, there you go. Another person that hates spam too. Uh, Oily Humble Home or Oily Prepper. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. All right. So someone said add gravy. No, thank you. So,
Big greasy gravy then.
all right, really. All right, guys. So we are at the 1 hour mark. We are going to go off right now. I thank Bushcraft Family for joining me tonight. We're definitely going to have you back on sometime this year because there's a lot of people I'm bringing back on. But you are definitely one of the guys that are up there on the list right now.
Cool.
Because listen, your subtle tone is cool, you know. And anyway, anybody who's opposite of me, angry, you're calm. It's good, man. I like it. So thank you again for joining me tonight, guys.
Oh, my pleasure.
Right? Thank you for joining everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for the donations. Uh, my moderators, again, thank you for doing what you're doing. The next stream is going to be at 10:15, which is in 10 minutes. And I'll see you guys then. Guys, good night.
Good night.